Welcome to Football is Sexy. I am so excited. This is a special day. This is going to be one of the best podcasts, I already know,
Aw.
because I have my friend, my dear friend, Annie Bosko.
Hey guys, what's going
I would hug you, but we'll
on?
probably mess up the whole set.
Ah,
Oh my God. First of all, I just had a moment
yeah,
because let's just be honest from the jump. We go back 15 years, maybe?
yeah, a long time.
A long
Other
time
to other lives, to
to
past
our
lives.
past life, which we'll get into. But like, I just had a moment like
Yeah,
those two girls in Franklin, Tennessee,
yeah,
on the carpet writing songs,
yep.
talking about life,
hmm
going through it, and then now you were on the field of the 49ers, my
Aw.
team, just 4 days ago.
Still talking about life, going through it,
Oh,
just in a better
and it
circumstance.
right? And
Now we're on the
now
field.
we're on the field and
Yeah,
we're at the beautiful legendary Ice House doing a podcast. Like it's just
yeah.
I couldn't have written this, you know?
It's awesome. I think it's really special when friends stay in your life because not all do. Some like you. It's not that you're falling out, you just kind of fall away from each other,
Yeah.
but we've always maintained no matter where we've been, mentally, emotionally, physically. I feel like we've always stayed in contact and we've always kept that like strong friendship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. And to watch you, and I can't wait to get into all of it, but to watch you grow, and I know the struggles, and we're definitely
Oh
going to
yeah.
talk about, to
Yes.
see you,
The struggle is real.
yeah, the struggle is real, but to see you always keep going. And we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
But first of all, let's
Yeah.
talk about where it all started. And
Uh-huh.
everybody, if you don't know, Annie Bosco is an amazing, amazing country singer and a badass songwriter, by
Oh,
the way.
thank you.
People hear your voice, but I don't know that they all know what an amazing songwriter you are. And I
Thank you.
always talk about that.
Thank
And
you.
I believe that you should be writing songs for not just yourself, others. I believe that
Yeah.
that's going to happen
I
as
want
well.
to. I should be doing more
You
of
just
that.
have too many. You just have too many.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about your background because you come from
I
Cali.
am.
Talk about it and
California
talk about
cowgirl.
how, that led you to Nashville. You have a beautiful family, by the way. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Bosco families. They're like a
Yeah.
gorgeous family, all of them.
I love them
Not one of them's
so
gay. Are you
much.
sure?
Yeah, my little brother's gay. I thought
Well,
you knew
now I
that.
know the girl.
Oh yeah, no, the girls are straight.
Damn it. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Very straight. Actually, the first time Monica and I met,
Here
no
we
joke,
go.
she was hitting on me. I found out
That
later. I didn't know this initially, but like I was singing a demo for her in the studio, and I'm like, she's so nice, so sweet. And then the engineer was like, I think she kind of had a thing for you.
it's
And I was
not
like,
hitting on you. It's called just having swag.
having swag. She had swag.
I had swag.
And I was like, yeah, no, I don't go there, but hey, I love you. And then we've been like besties ever since. Look at that.
Here we go.
Here we
Friend
go.
zone. But I
Yeah.
didn't even have a shot, so that's fine.
Friend zone in the end
In the
zone.
end zone. Oh my
You're the
God, it's
friend
so
zone in
funny.
the end zone.
Anyway, but back to Cali.
So we were getting real. Okay, so I'm one of 5 kids. My dad was in farming. He was a third generation produce farmer. People don't realize California grows 75% of the nation's produce. Like where do you think you get your cilantro and your romaine lettuce from, right? Like people don't realize there's a huge ag presence in California.
Yeah.
My mom was stay-at-home mom of 5 kids. I was always a singer ever since I just like popped out just singing. But they didn't really know what to do with that because it was sort of a foreign career path, for them. And for my dad, he was the first one in his family to go to college because his parents were Croatian. Their parents were immigrants and didn't speak English when they moved to America. So for my dad, it was a big deal to go to college, and he went to USC. My brother played football at USC.
He's such a cutie too, by the
Yeah,
way.
he's so sweet. He played for Pete Carroll, and I witnessed like they were so bad the freshman year. We went to the Christmas Bowl, and I'm like, man, this team is like got to get it together. Senior year, they were like went to the Rose Bowl, and were a phenomenal team in large part because of Pete. He's an amazing coach.
Right.
So yeah, my parents really wanted me to go to SC. I got into the music school and I went for a year and then I got a job in Europe and it was doing music and I knew school was not for me.
Me neither,
Just
girl.
couldn't do it.
It's
Like
just not.
I knew it wasn't my calling. I knew
Yeah.
music was my calling and quite frankly, music's so difficult because it's really one of the only industries where a degree is not going to help you,
Right.
as far as like being a musician.
Yeah.
Um, and
When was
so,
that
yeah,
moment when you were singing as a little girl?
yeah,
Or maybe it wasn't a little girl. When
right.
was that moment when you were like, this is what I want to do forever? Do you remember?
There were a series of moments. Um, I always knew like it was never going to be anything besides music. But the moment when I thought, oh, maybe I could really do this as a profession, as a career, was when I got the job with Disney. I was 13. It was for Little Mermaid 2. And they needed a younger voice to do the end title theme song for the international version. So I like pulled into the Burbank Disney Studios and just remember like the grandiosity of it and like walking in and I was like in a recording studio and like kicked off my shoes and like made a bun with my hair and like stuck a pencil in it and I felt so cool. My mom was like, "You were right at home,"
Mhm.
but it was like that moment where I thought, "Oh, maybe I could really pursue this as a career."
Right.
Which is so different from it being a hobby because prior to that, I sang at every football game. I sang at like every church event. I sang everywhere at everything. But that was the first moment when I really thought, oh, maybe this could be a career.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And what some people may or may not know
Hmm.
is you were on American Idol.
I
How
was.
did that happen?
I made it to American, didn't get to Idol. I'm
Okay.
American.
Oh my god.
Everyone auditioned for American Idol. It was like, if you're a singer my age, you auditioned for one of them. The Voice, Idol, one of them.
Right.
Very hard to find a singer that didn't.
Mhm.
And I didn't, it was a good experience in the sense that I think after that I realized like, oh, I want to write my own songs. Like I don't just want to be on stage singing random songs. Like it's really important for me to figure out who I am as an artist, to build that identity and to know who I am as an artist and to write my own songs. And so for that I'm grateful.
And when you get to write your own songs, you get people to bring you
They
coffee in the middle of your
oh my
podcast. Like
goodness.
this is the level
Oh,
we've gone
oh
to.
wow.
Thank you,
Wow. Thank you,
Austin. I guess
Austin.
Phil's should
Thank
sponsor
you. Oh my
us.
God. I
Phil's,
know.
reach out.
Thank you, Phils.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
god, that's so funny.
Oh my God.
That's so
Mm.
funny.
True story. Monica introduced me to the mocha. I'd never even had a mocha.
See?
Now every once in a while, once like it's like wintertime, which by the way, it's California, it doesn't even feel like wintertime. I start to crave a mocha because of you.
Thank you. No, it's my shit, really. Yeah, gotta have it.
Are we allowed to have this logo though on
Enjoy.
here and do this? Is this allowed?
We are now. They're gonna pay for the damn segment, and we're coming for you, Phils.
We are, because I can pour it into
Yeah,
my
yeah,
coffee
no.
cup. I'll pour it into this.
Yeah, it was. You gotta pay, Phils. So
Uh-huh.
so let's talk about going into from California. You end up
Yeah.
in Nashville,
Yes.
and I like to talk about this a lot because, as you know, I also have a musical background.
Yes.
A lot people may or may not know, but like I could never sing like Annie, let's get that out there.
Mhm.
But I was a great lyricist and I was a great dancer. And
Oh my
so
gosh. By the way, if you haven't Googled Monica or seen
no,
her on Soul Train,
no.
her dance moves, yeah, dude, she freaking worked with Prince. A lot of people don't know this about Monica. You've had many lives too, like same, both of us,
That is true. Someone said, "When are you going to do I think it was you. You're like, you need to do another podcast about your life, like
Yeah,
the whole Prince thing." And
crazy.
it comes out every once in a while,
Hmm.
in the
Hmm.
podcast. But all that to say, I remember like you, I
Hmm.
just knew I was not going to end up in college and go to 4 year. It just wasn't my calling. My
Yeah,
calling was music, and
entertainment.
sports. I knew it was going to be one of those two.
Yeah.
And you know, being that I've been around the music business, it's a very male dominated
Oof,
industry.
that's an understatement.
And even with what I'm doing now,
Oh, I bet.
I can't even, it's a very male
Yeah,
dominated
sports world, it's football.
industry.
It's football's women don't really play football. I mean, I'm sure they have leagues out there somewhere, but yeah, I can't even
No,
imagine.
I'm feeling, I, I don't want to say backlash, but I even for football is sexy.
Mhm.
We're the first woman brand to ever talk and teach football. There's still like men pages that won't
Mhm.
collab with us,
Oh, I
like
believe
stuff
it.
like that, and I'm
Yeah.
like, it gets me so. angry and
Yeah,
irritated, but then I work my program
I can't
and I
imagine.
say, what's meant for me will be for me.
Of
And the
course.
right sponsors will come along, the right help.
I need the
Y-
program.
Yeah,
I
I
need to
got
get
you.
on your
I
program, by the
got you.
way. I should go with you to an AA class. Take me to
Yeah,
AA. I
I'm
don't even
sober.
drink, but like for real, I feel like everybody could learn from those
Oh,
rooms.
100%.
Did I
It's
ever go with you to an AA
I tried
class?
to get you to go, but we just never got up early enough
Oh
because I
yeah,
go
what
to
was
the
that?
early meetings.
Well, no, I wake up early now, 5
No, but
a.m.
now we should.
I'm
You
in the
gotta
5
stay
a.m.
with
club.
me. You should, girl. I'm in 4:30. Anyway, sorry, we took a turn. But all that to say, you are in a male-dominated
Yes.
industry,
Oh
and
yeah.
being that I know some of the struggles, but
Hmm.
like, talk to some of the listeners about maybe some of the tough moments that you had
Yeah.
where you were like at your lowest.
Mm.
And I know there's been a few, but is there one that
Yeah.
you could talk to me about that you were just like, "I'm done," and something helped you say, "No, I'm not. I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
moving." And
Well, it's funny because I have to say, like, um, females are part of the problem too in my
mm,
world because some
right?
hasn't haven't necessarily been the most supportive and
Say
stepped
it
up.
for the people in the back.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
say it's like a lot of girls have not stepped up to support me. Some have not. Some guys have, some guys have not. And I think that in country music, women have always made up a much smaller percentage of the marketplace. There's 8% of artists are females on country radio.
it's crazy.
Like less than a fourth of artists are females that are on festival bills right now. Playlisting, it's even lower than that. So it's the worst it's ever been in country music. But on the other hand, it's like this is what my heart is calling me to do. So I can't stop, because I know it's what I'm meant to do. And I do love the genre, even though it hasn't been favorable. There was a 10-year stretch where it was just bro country, bro country, bro country. I'll never forget going into a meeting. I had like a huge band at the time. They had like multi number ones walk me into the president of their label and said, "We want to sign her. We'll bring her on the road to open for us." And the guy said, "I'm not signing females, period. Just not signing one." So it wasn't even like she's good, she's bad, potential. It was like, I'm not even signing a female. And so there was a lot of that for a number of years. And I could write a freaking in essay. I mean, the longest essay in the world on rejection. I've experienced way more rejection than anyone would ever think by seeing me on the outside. Like you have no idea. Like the no's. I mean, I've heard it's crazy. I still deal with it today.
Yeah, for sure.
Still, it's still like all the time. I feel like it's like it's competitive. It's hard to get on a tour,
Yeah,
but you also can't let that stop you. And if I sit and I wallow in, the rejection and the woe is me, I'm not going to get my goals. You know what I mean? I'm
yeah,
not going to get what I want.
yeah.
So I do try to keep my eye on the prize and I just do try to let it fuel me. Yeah, I mean, I've been told that I can't like have a kid. If I have a kid, I have to quit my career. I've been told all kinds of things,
Yeah.
and now I'm like single and don't have a husband or a kid. And it's like I've made my whole life about my career, which I'll never forget this. Someone told me this and it's true. Like it'll never love you back ever. It'll never fill that like gratification, that thing in your heart and your soul. It'll never fill the well
So
ever.
my grandma, who I miss dearly, she lived to be 98. One of the most amazing
Amazing.
people I've ever met in my life.
Wow.
One of the most spiritual and smartest women. And one of the things she
Yeah.
always told me was never fall in love with something that cannot love you back.
Yeah. Well, and
And
that should
that to
pertain to
me,
people too.
yeah, no, and that to me was
Girl.
like, girl, I
Yep.
mean, listen to that. Never fall in love with something that can't love you back. And that
Yeah, it
that
pertains to a lot of
that pertains
things.
to a lot of things. It's wild to me, all the things that we go through, but then I work what I call my program, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you remember, but when I moved to Nashville,
Mhm.
I met this guy at a bar.
Mhm.
Somebody told me it was my first weekend there. I was
Yeah.
by myself. I moved there, no friends, no family, because I heard the voice that said, "You're gonna move to Nashville."
Yeah.
I was like,
Same. I did the
why?
same thing.
Why would I'm Mexican and I'm fucking from Soul Train. Why am I moving to Nashville? But I
Right.
heard the voice and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm going.
Right.
And
Telling
within
you.
4 months, I was there.
Yeah.
All that to say, someone said, you got to go to this place called the Listening Room. And I went,
I'm playing there December 17th.
wait,
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting there, and this goes back to football actually. And I'm sitting there at the bar drinking. I'm sober, so
Yeah.
I'm drinking my, Arnold Palmer in a wine glass because I'm still going to be sexy sober, right?
Yeah, of course.
And this guy next to me has a freaking Dallas Cowboy hat on.
Aw.
And we start talking right off the
Football.
bat. We start talking football. And I'm like, your
Yeah.
team sucks. He's like, no, yours sucks. And we start going and we're talking about the Niners and the Dallas Cowboys. And he goes, I'll be right back.
That's
And I'm
funny.
like, I'm just digging this guy. He just
Yeah.
seems so cool. He said, I'll be right back. And next thing I know, he's on stage singing my favorite freaking song. And I'm like, he comes back. I'm like, dude,
Aw.
who are you? And
He's the
why are you
best.
singing my favorite song? She's
Yeah.
Country by Jason Aldean. He's like,
Yeah.
my name's Danny Myrick and I wrote it. And I'm like, get out. And we
Yeah.
became great friends.
Yeah.
And he introduced me to you.
Yep.
And he said, you got to meet my friend Annie. And
Aw.
so, and I say all that to go back to not only was and I tell everybody, wear something with football, a team, something, because it opens up
It
conversation.
is always a
It's
conversation
always a
starter.
conversation
Yeah.
starter.
You'll get some haters, but you're gonna get a lot of fans
But
too.
and you still get a reason to talk.
Of
Like, and if a
course.
guy or a
Yeah.
girl, now I have a
It's much
reason.
better than
Oh
politics.
my
Talk
God. Yeah, it
football.
just starts off better.
Yeah,
You know what
of
I mean?
course.
But even that, going to Nashville, I
Mhm.
remember because I was in the music business. I thought I was going to have my names in lights. I thought, I had a record deal on the table with Interscope, the whole thing. So I identify with that.
Yeah.
And this time when I heard that voice saying, go to Nashville,
Uh-huh.
I remember I heard this voice say, but go with no expectations.
Wow.
And old Monica would have gone there. I'm gonna write for Taylor Swift, and I'm gonna have a number,
Yeah.
and then because expectations are
So high.
premeditated resentment.
Yep.
Expectations can be a premeditated resentment. So I went to Nashville for the first time, just going, I have no expectations. I want to write. I knew I wanted to write again because I
Yeah,
stopped
because you're a
writing,
songwriter.
and I wanted to write country. That's it. I'm like, I
Yeah,
just want to write some country. I
totally.
had zero expectations. All that back to you. So
Yeah.
then Danny introduced me to you.
Yeah.
And what happens is we end up writing some songs together.
Yeah, one of my favorite songs of all time, Fighter, that's on my album. That's one that continues to be people's favorite. And every time I sing it out, it's like just the messages I've gotten from fans
Mm,
about that song, the way it touches people.
yeah.
Even people that you think like have it all together, and I'm like,
Yeah.
really? That song? They're like, oh, that like rocked me. Because you realize everybody is fighting battles you have no idea about, that you can't see, that you would be shocked by. And usually it's the people that show up that look like they got it all together and they're smiling, and that like they're the ones that are fighting the hardest battles.
Yeah.
Sometimes you learn,
And it was such a beautiful day because that song came from when I heard my dad had cancer.
Yeah.
And I had to move back.
Yeah.
I had to go be with him. And Danny was like, hey, before you leave, let's write. And
Aw.
we hadn't written, the three of us hadn't ever written. I was writing with you, but not with Danny. And
Yeah.
the next thing you know, the three of us I remember you were actually sitting on the ground
Yeah.
and Danny got on the piano.
Yes.
And
In his living room, was
his
it?
living room.
Yeah.
And it literally, you said, I don't know if you remember this. We're like, okay. And in country music, it's very odd because as a R&B writer, I would get tracks and I would write to them. That
Of
was it.
course. Yeah.
And in country, you like make appointments. It's very weird. And you like come together and
At
what's
11
your
a.m.
idea? It's so
11
weird.
a.m. to
Yeah,
2 p.m. to
it's
3
so
p.m. and
weird.
you're out.
Yeah. And so you said,
Yeah.
you're like, what are we going to write about? And you guys knew what was happening. And you go, pull up your Instagram. And I barely was on Instagram. You go, you wrote something on Instagram, pull that up. And I had written something like the chorus, which ended up being,
Yeah.
she goes, you said, let's write that. And then
You
Fighter,
were in the gym,
I
right?
was
It
in
was
the
a
gym.
post about you being in the gym,
And I said,
fighting through what you
sometimes,
were going through.
I
Yeah.
said, sometimes your next step you don't know might be the next, something about the next step. When you're at your lowest, you just take that next step because that might be the one that takes
Yeah.
you to your highest.
Yeah.
It was something like that.
Yes.
And it turned out to be the chorus of Fighter.
Yeah.
So weird, so crazy. But
Mhm.
all the memories that we have in Nashville,
Mhm.
and watching you grow. And I always joke because this girl would be like, I can't write because I'm cleaning houses.
I was.
I
Yeah.
mean, like,
You
it's
see a
cleaning
lot.
houses.
You see a lot when you clean people's houses. You can't unsee it.
But all that to say, the next thing I know, you went through all these things, vocal cord surgery and all. And
Yeah.
next thing I know, you're opening for Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
Like, what is happening?
I
Tell me,
know.
we talked about some of the tough times and how you
Right.
keep going. And
Yeah.
I actually saw something the other day that said something like, what keeps you going is your love for what you do
Yeah, absolutely.
and how you get through the silence when people aren't calling your name, when people,
Oh, uh-huh.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw that too. It was like something about the industry about like the ones the artists that make it are the ones that are still
Yes.
fighting when like they're dropped from their record deal,
Yep.
when like no one's shouting their name in an auditorium,
Yep.
when like they're, you know what I mean? It's like the ones that keep going. And
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. I think if I was focused on just making it or making money,
Yeah.
I would have been out of this industry a long time ago. And it really comes back to the fact that I really love what I do. I don't love all the stuff around it. I think that takes away, from your love.
What are the moments that you really, why do you keep doing this? Why? What is, when you say I love this,
Mhm.
what part of it do you love?
I feel like I would die if I couldn't write songs. I
Mm.
really do. I think when I'm going through my hardest times in life, songwriting like saves me over and over again. And I can be having the worst day in the world, but if I show up, play a show, like that is medicine right there. Like if you can go on the stage, connect,
Yeah.
bring that joy to people's hearts. I think I'm like a giver. I think like when I give music and I see it evoke this reaction in people, whether they're like crying or they're like throwing their hands up in the air, like they're able to escape whatever they're going through. Such a gift,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
It is. It's a huge, and it's helpful for them, more helpful for me,
Yeah.
for sure.
I remember one time you called me,
Mhm.
you were a little emotional
Yeah.
and you said, Monica, I wish you were here.
Mhm.
I'm leaving the prison. I was like, well, I
Yeah.
don't really wish I was there, but
Yeah.
no, you're like, I'm leaving an all men's prison.
Yeah.
And I just sang Fighter
It was
and I
crazy.
watched, it kind of gets me emotional thinking about it. And I just watched these grown men
Mhm.
cry and shout, Fighter, fight as you were
Yeah.
walking out.
200 of them, inmates.
That is why
Yeah.
I would assume
Oh my gosh.
that's the stuff.
Yeah, and people are like, "That's so nice of you. Oh my gosh, that's so nice of you to go to," and I'm like, "No, no, no, no. Don't get this mixed up. Yeah, I'm doing it because I'm a nice person, but this is selfishly feeding me.
Yeah.
Like, this is making me feel so much better." It's like when people are like, "Gosh, you're so good about how you go to the gym and you're always working out." I'm like, "No, I do this because it's my like lifeline. This is what keeps me sane.
Right.
I would want to punch my fist through a wall if I
Yeah.
didn't. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, I have to. I
Yeah.
need to do it for my mental health." And yeah, I think, whenever I'm struggling, the thing that really helps the most is going out and helping people and doing good. If you want to
Right.
feel good, go do good.
Right.
And whenever you're just focused on yourself, that's an
Right.
empty well. Like
Yeah.
that's not going to fill you up. So this month I'm really challenging myself to do lots of charity work. I'm going to show up at lots of different organizations, help them, go show up, sing for them, donate my time.
Yeah.
I'm not getting paid to do any of it, but that's important for me
And
to
you've
go do
always
that.
been really good about that. You do a lot for vets. You do
Yeah.
a lot for
Yeah.
I've seen you
Yes.
and I always and I tell everybody this is one of the hardest working
Oh.
women that I
Yeah.
see out there.
Thank
Yeah.
you. You can't outwork me. You might outsmart me,
Yeah. But you can't
but
outwork.
you're not gonna outwork me.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Speaking of outwork and another woman who's just amazing,
Mhm.
Dolly Parton.
Ah, I know.
Dolly freaking
It's
Parton.
crazy. It is
Now,
crazy.
you you were gonna open for her and then she got sick,
Yeah.
but I hear she's kind of is she getting better and is that maybe gonna
She's
be back on the
okay.
table?
She needed to take some time off to heal, have a couple procedures from what I know. I don't know the exact specifics. And then she has a musical that's going to Broadway in the spring. It's fantastic. And then she'll come next fall to go back to Caesar's Palace. So I'll open for her then. So it's happening. It's just postponed because she's got to take care of some health things.
Yeah. Well,
Mm.
I'm there.
I know you're
I'm
coming.
coming to
You were supposed
see.
to come December
Oh, I
12th.
was ready. I bought like 10
Yeah.
tickets. I'm
Aw.
like, oh, I don't know who else is coming with me, but
Yeah.
we're gonna go watch my girl open for
I mean,
Dolly
it's
freaking
historic.
Parton.
We don't know how many more shows
Yeah,
she's gonna play. And
yeah.
like I think about it, I'm so upset I didn't go see Tom Petty. when I had the chance. There's
Oh,
certain artists where I'm
yeah.
like, oh, I didn't
Yeah.
go to that show, and now it's too late.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, thank God I got to see my boy Prince,
Yeah.
but I wanted to go see him. I didn't have anyone to go with, and I should have gone anyway.
Yeah.
And he literally passed the next week. I was like, oh my God. So yeah.
Girl, I go alone to shows all the time.
This one was in San Francisco. It just didn't work out. But yeah,
Yeah.
I would anyway. But
Yeah.
yeah. But so we've got like you've opened for Jelly Roll, Dolly Parton, you've been on the Opry.
Yeah.
Then where were you last Monday? What?
Last Monday,
Hey, maybe put your microphone up. It's
Anna.
driving me crazy. My
Yeah, of course.
OCD.
I know, I don't want my legs
They like
to
it
like
like
hit
that.
it.
I don't. But anyway.
No, you do have OCD. It's fine.
I love it that you know microphones. So yeah, I trust you to do that. They're probably so mad at me right now. That's okay.
You're good.
Monday night. Tell me
So-
what that was like for you.
Monday night was crazy. I had never been to Levi Stadium. Big Niners fan. I did the video with Brock Purdy for my sponsor, Ariat Boots, earlier this year, which was really fun. We did a Lion Men dance in a video. Monica was there.
Yes.
She co-wrote the song with me, Honky Tonk Heartbeat, for the campaign and for Brock. So that kind of sparked, honestly, my like love of the Niners. That's where it started. And obviously I don't really have a pro football team that's like my team, quote unquote. It's usually wherever Pete Carroll goes because I'm a big Pete fan. My brother played for Pete and I love him so much. And we're both half Croatian. So there's that. But anyways, we're walking out to sound check and Christy, so sweet, works for the Niners, looks at me and said, so just so you know, we will be televising your anthem on ESPN on national television. I'm like, what?
That was
And
so
Monica
funny.
goes, yeah, no, I didn't want to tell you because I knew it would probably make you nervous. And by the way, thank God you didn't. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because I would have stressed out over
Oh,
it
I knew it. I
all
know.
week. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't have slept if I'd known that. And so it's good that I didn't know till that
But
moment.
what cracks me up is being that I'm a diehard football fan. Like
Mhm.
almost every, and this is just cute.
Yeah.
Most football fans know
Yeah.
that Monday Night Football
Yeah.
is one, televised,
Right.
and two, it's usually the only game.
Yeah.
So like the entire nation, including the president, is probably watching.
Okay, true. But let's go back to 2018 when they stopped
It's
airing the
true.
anthem because someone took a knee.
I know.
And since then, if you'll notice,
yeah,
they rarely televise
Yeah.
it. In fact, since
That's true.
mine, I've seen CeCe Winans, but prior to that, I'm like, when is the last time we
No.
saw a televised anthem on ESPN? I
You're-
can't even tell you.
you're
The Super
absolutely
Bowl,
right.
that's it.
Yeah. But I think you thought it was just going to be like, just like a regular game.
Oh
on
yeah,
a
I
Sat-
did.
Yeah, and my point was that this is
100%.
Monday Night Football.
I know, it's
like,
a big deal.
but it was cute. That's why I was like,
MNF baby,
I
MNF.
literally told Niner, which is a friend of ours, I'm like, I don't think she has any idea.
No clue.
And
I had
it
no
was,
clue.
and then Christy told her, and I was there
Yeah.
when she said it. You were like, "What?"
What?
I was like,
I'm
"Oh,
like,
yeah."
get the tea, get the throat coat, get the honey. I can't talk. I'm not going to speak. And then they're like, no, come on, it'll be good. We should go out on the field, talk to people. I'm glad we did. Because sometimes,
It just like,
yeah, when you sit there and you fixate and you like obsess over what you're about to do, that doesn't really help. And being around people helps.
Yeah.
You know, like just like kind of getting your mind off it, or else I'll tend to over stress out, overthink things a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
But watching you walk on the field, it was such a, I don't know, might have been one of my top moments.
Same.
Top
Same.
3
And
moments of
having
my
you
life.
there, having your dad there with us in spirit,
Oh my God. Yeah.
you know, that being your thing, you getting to go down on the field for the first time,
Yeah.
doing it together,
That was
the
it.
anthem, the flyover,
That was
it was magical. It's hard to put it into words. That night was magic.
Yeah.
It was like when you witness just God's like, God is good,
And the thing is,
you know?
that had I gotten on the field earlier, like I wanted to, right? And
course.
this is going back to like,
Yeah.
sometimes what's meant for you will be for you, but not on your own time.
Yeah.
Right?
100.
I wanted it last
Never on
year.
your own
Never
time.
on your own time.
And never the way you think it's going to go.
But it never would have been as meaningful as it was because you were there with me.
Yeah.
We're doing this together, and both of our worlds,
Mhm.
both of our worlds just came together beautifully.
Yeah.
And thank you for taking me, by the way, because you could have
course.
taken, you could take one person.
Yeah.
I was like,
No,
I'll
of
carry your
course.
bags. Like, just take me. I'll
You've
be
already-
fine.
Hey, I think there's something really special in friendships when you have been there for the lows. Like, you've seen it all.
Yeah.
Like, everyone shows up when you're a winner. Everyone wants to hang out, to,
Right.
come to the thing. But who's showing up? Like, you showed up at my hotel cafe gigs with like 15 people in the audience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think you've showed up and like carried my guitar through downtown Nashville during CMA Fest. Like,
So fun.
those are your real friends, the
Yeah.
ones that show up when you need them, and you've done that for me. So that was like, you kidding me? I'm like, there's no one else that would have appreciated that experience the way you did. And I'm like, and it meant more for me to get to do that because you were there.
Mm.
And because I know the history of your dad.
Yeah.
That was your thing, the Niners. And your dad was there with us. I know he
really
was. I know he was.
When we walked through that tunnel,
Mm-hmm.
I looked up and had my moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm convinced I sang better because of him. I'm like that.
And then we
You
were
know, he's like,
like,
he must have sprinkled some like pixie dust on my
Yeah.
head or something, because it was one of the best anthems I've ever sang.
and he would think you were so hot too. I just gotta say that. I know he's like, oh my God. I could just hear him like, this is badass. That was
Yeah.
his word. He would be
Yeah.
like, this is badass,
Yeah.
And I was like, man, and it was just one of those top 3 moments. And again, thank you too. We mentioned, we wrote a song for Brock Purdy. You brought me onto that song.
Yeah.
I got that call. We're like,
Totally.
I can't believe I was in
Like,
Nashville.
what are you doing today? She's like, I'm like, because I totally forgot that you were in Nashville. And yeah, I'm like, what are you doing today? And you're like, I'm at the gym. I'm like, I need you. We need football lyrics, and I'm gonna need a football version of this song. Please get here. She shows up like decked out in Niners gear. I'm like, this is perfect.
I did.
Helped with all my football lingo, because even though I'm like a football fan, I don't know it like you.
Oh, I think we
you know it
nailed
like
it.
inside and
We
out.
nailed it.
Oh, it's so fun.
Hey, I walked in and I'm like, okay, hey guys, and because there was a couple other songwriters, I'm like, just real quick, there's just a few words that we are not gonna sing in this song.
Yeah.
Did I not?
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, we are not saying the word cowboy.
Can't.
I know this is a country song, but we are not saying the word cowboy, and we're not staying still because it's too close to the Steelers. Everybody's laughing. I go, they think I'm dead serious.
She's dead serious.
Like, we're not doing it.
Yeah.
And I think he appreciated that.
Oh, 100%.
Oh my God.
And it turned out so well. Yeah, it's in I think for us both too, to have that experience, Monday Night Football on the field, live, ESPN, you and I both needed it in that moment. I think leading up to that, there were some naysayers. There was some rejection,
Yep.
That we had both faced. Like my dad said afterwards, he goes, that could have not come at a better time. And I'm like, you're right, Dad.
Right.
That little live television on. I had my makeup done.
Yep.
I was looking right and sounding right. And I needed it in that moment. And it's funny, like when I have felt like the most defeated, just the lowest of low. And like leading up to that was in a very low place. You know that. Low. Like, it's like God just goes, hey, I got you.
Yep.
It's like my song God Winks. That's it.
Oh,
It's like God going, here you go.
Yep.
Let me throw you a little line.
Yep.
Just when you feel like you're drowning.
And like our song Fighter.
Yeah.
Literally, when you're at your lowest.
I found that the moment I got nothing left is when I got to take just one more step. Because if I don't, I won't see the victory that's going to come next. And it's so true. It's like, and it's a great reminder, like every day, just take the step. Like you don't have to see the staircase.
Right.
You don't have to know where it's going. Yeah, faith is mindsight, not eyesight.
Yeah.
What you can't see yet. And God's going to make stuff happen.
Yeah.
It's going to blow your mind and be so much bigger than you could have ever imagined if you just walk in faith and take that next step.
100%. And it was really cool for me to get to watch after the anthem. I mean, and they had like this amazing like fireworks and the jets coming over, flyover.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And then thank you. Shout out to Shelly, our girl.
Yeah, Shelly
who's such a woman. Who is such a supporter of women.
Our coach. She's our life coach.
Our life coach,
Female
Shelly
empowerment
Till.
coach. Our empowerment coach. Performance
invited
coach.
us into the suite.
She did.
So we got to hang out with our friend Niner and Kristen Jusek and Claire Kittle.
Olivia Culpo. Such a sweetheart.
And Tori and all the girls.
They're all such sweet girls. Oh my gosh. I swear, I like fell in love with the players' wives more than I did the players. I'm like, they're such sweet girls.
And
so
watching them
kind.
embrace you and just hug you and be like, girl, you killed it. Like that was as your friend, I was
Yeah.
just so happy to see them embrace your
Yes.
performance, and it was just
And they're all women supporting
yeah,
women, which I love. Like,
yeah,
there's not like the cattiness. I
yeah,
was like, oh, they're like women who are supporting women. And Shelly too.
yeah,
She's like a mama bear,
yeah,
you know?
100%,
Mhm.
100%. Well, we've talked a lot about yesterday.
Yeah.
Where are we at today? Where
Mm.
what is next for you, and what is something on the horizon that you really want to come true, or that just like something on your list?
Yeah. Um, I think right now I am writing music that is very vulnerable. And it's a really scary thing to do because it's like no one wants to show the scars.
Mm,
And I think I've done a really good job at making music. But can I honestly say, like, I've written songs from like the place of my heart that's cut open? No. I mean, a few. I'd say Fighter's one of them.
mm,
But I think I'm at this place right now where my heart has been like cut open for a reason,
mm.
you know, and like going through heartbreak and I'm really using that to write music. And I think I just have never done that before on that scale where I've been that vulnerable and open
Mm.
and like exposed,
Well, the best
you
songs,
know.
girl,
Well, they're coming.
you know where they come
They're
from.
coming
They're
and it's
coming.
real. I'm like, whoa, I've never written like anything this real. So yeah, I am excited for that. And
Yeah.
that's kind of where I'm at. And it's an exciting place to be musically because for so long it's just been chasing like the radio hit, you know, like radio, you know. And I'm like, no, I can't do that right again. Like, yeah, I love radio, of course, but I want to chase something so real and deep in me that people listen and go, I can't believe she just said that.
Mm.
Because I know for me,
Yeah.
songs that I've heard where
Mhm.
artists say they go there, I'm like, wow, they just went there, they said that, and like it's hitting me, right? And so
What
that's what I want next. Like that's where my
what are
head
some
and
of
heart
those
are at.
songs that really hit you that you were like, "Damn, I wanna write one like that." I think we all have those,
Totally.
like, moments you're like, "I wish I wrote that."
Mhm. I mean, the entire Adele 21 album,
Mm. Yeah.
masterful. Someone just turned me on to Olivia Dean, so now I'm listening to that
Mm.
record, which is a work of art.
Mhm.
Taylor Swift has done such a great job of it. I think, you know, and it's funny because it's like people I think have accused her of exploiting
Mm.
relationships in the past to do it for fame, but like I really think she's just been really unapologetic and fearless in writing her story and like the heartbreak she's going through and that's what's led her to success cuz most people in the world have also had their heart broken and
Mhm.
they can relate to that, you
Mhm.
know, and they're like, "Wow,
Yeah.
she just said that." And
Yeah.
I've been through that too.
Yeah.
So I think like yeah, there's a lot of artists. I say those are just a few to name a few.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is it wild to you to think that your career has been very much woven into football?
Yeah,
I mean,
it is. Yeah, it's wild. You know, it's funny, like growing up, I think I was burnt out on football because
your
my
brother?
brother played and was very competitive, and it was always like us in the station wagon or the suburban with like 30 kids and four sweaty, smelly, adolescent, pubescent football players on
Right.
his team that like smelled and had like acne all over their helmet head. And I'm like, oh, and they just reeked, and we were all stuck in the car together, coming back from scrimmages and flag football and practice and games, and I felt like we were drug, all 5 of us, to
Yeah.
every football game.
Yeah.
So as a kid, I was almost like burnt out on it
Yeah.
almost. And now it's like I love it. I understand the game and in
You're
large
like an
part
athlete.
well, in large part because of football is sexy too. I think you
Oh.
helped explain. We
Aw.
went to a couple games together,
Yes.
downloaded the app, and it helped explain it to me because no one ever sat and explain the game. You know, let's be honest.
Right.
Like my dad,
Right.
going to a game with him, he's like, "Don't talk to me."
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
and most guys are in like full
Yeah.
focus football mode.
Yeah.
You can't talk to them.
And we're like, "Hey, we'll explain it to you in the commercial." And then the commercial comes, "I don't wanna talk because I'm mad we just
Yeah,
missed the play," or whatever.
exactly.
Like, right, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
So Monica helped explain it. My older brother's actually done a great job explaining it. And yeah, so now I think like I love, I have to say what I love even more so than watching guys on the field in a game is what they're doing off the field.
Mm,
Or being there on the field before they started playing, watching them warm up.
right.
Oh my gosh, and watching their exercises, like hearing, like stories about George Kittle getting there so early and all the work that he does on his body, and then he stays afterwards and he does all the press. You saw he was the
Yeah.
last one to leave the stadium that
Yeah.
night. And I'm like, gosh, it's like I
It's
love
inspiring.
excellence and
Yeah.
watching people who go all in,
Yeah.
like full mind, body, heart, soul, like
Yeah.
give their all to something and they overcome the odds. Like even, like I saw a video recently talking about him and how he was like the last pick and he didn't
Brock.
play. He was like
Mm-hmm.
third string George.
Oh,
Yeah, like his whole thing.
I thought
Like
you were
he
talking about,
wasn't
yeah.
even like Tom Brady. It's like you read these stories. Usually it's not the first string. It's
Right.
not the first pick in the draft.
No,
Almost
George
never.
was round 5.
Yeah, Clay
And
Matthews.
Brock Purdy was round the very last pick.
Right.
7, like literally
Yeah.
262, the last in the draft.
Or like
So
Clay Matthews is a friend
yeah,
of mine, and his sister told me she's like he didn't even play in college at USC,
it's wild.
and their dad was clearly like a very famous football player.
Yeah.
She's like it wasn't until after college he started to train, and he would just out-trained, he outworked everyone.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he was the last pick, then he became Clay Matthews, right? But you realize like I just love the stories, and it's usually the story of most athletes where the greats, they didn't start off being the greats. They had to work and overcome all the rejection
Yep.
to become the greats.
Yep.
Like that's so inspiring to
Right.
me. I love it. I listen
Yeah.
to like,
I love underdogs.
oh,
Yeah.
always. Like I listened to a podcast yesterday of Tom Brady talking about like just being in competition with himself. Like he never wanted to be the greatest. He wanted to be the greatest version of himself.
Right.
So every day when you go into train or like, it's funny, I bought this like gallon, it's a BPA free, plastic free gallon that I keep with me of water, and I'll fill it up with like my reverse osmosis water when I leave the house. People make fun of me. They're
Yeah.
like, "Oh my gosh, you with your giant jug again." Like,
Yeah.
ha ha ha. And I'm like, "Well, I'm like more healthy than all of you, so okay."
Whatever.
But but
Yeah.
like I got it from this guy on ESPN was saying that he did it and they made fun of him and they're like, "Dude, why are you taking around that gallon?" He's like, Tom Brady told me like I had to drink, have to drink a certain amount of water for your body weight every day
Mm.
to stay nourished, to
Right.
keep your body hydrated. It's so
Right.
important. Like he's fanatical about
Right.
his health. And look,
Yeah.
as a result, look what he did.
Yeah.
Like he
At
overcame
40.
the odds at
Yeah.
the oldest, right? So I'm like, it's funny because it's like, I just love people that don't care and they don't
Yeah.
give a shit. And they're like, I want to be the best. I'll do whatever it takes. People
Yeah.
can make fun of me. Like if I'm making lip trills in my Uber, like, okay,
It's
who
all good.
cares? Or if like my sister's filming me because I'm like, I'm like, okay, well, who cares?
Yeah.
I don't care anymore because
Yeah.
I want to be the best at what I do.
Yeah.
And like today, I can honestly say after a vocal cord injury, a surgery, it took a long time to recover. My voice was not recovering the way I wanted it to. I had a speech pathologist introduce me to a vocal coach. He put me through a really rigorous program, 30 minutes twice a day. I'd never trained like that.
Yeah.
And people don't realize as an artist, as a singer, you are an athlete. It's just you have hidden muscles that no one sees. Which, by the way, you overdo it. Like you
Yeah.
put so much pressure on these things. Well, no wonder why most singers end up having to have a vocal cord surgery
Right.
at some point.
Yeah.
Plus, then we're going around talking all day
Well,
on
and
top
there's
of
a
it,
lot of like Taylor
right?
Swift is like, I don't talk. She doesn't talk to anyone for like I think hours before a show.
Yeah,
You know.
because it's a muscle and like you exhaust it.
Yeah.
And talking can be the most exhausting thing for a singer. So, anyways, I did the training like 30 minutes twice a day. My voice was not healing, and then all of a sudden, like 2 months later, I'm singing things I had never sung before.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, like this really works. The training really works. You might not see it overnight. It might not be instantaneous, but if you keep at it,
Yeah.
you will start to see the results like anything else.
Mhm.
So I'm not always the best at it, but when I do train my voice regularly, consistently, I'm like bionic woman, you
Well,
know?
hopefully it's still going to be good in June.
Yeah.
Because hopefully you'll be asked back to be at Kittle Fest. We
There
forgot
you
to talk
go.
about that.
That was fun.
On top of all the things,
Yeah.
like, and going back to football, like you got to
Mhm.
sing for Claire Kittle, George Kittle, Shelly
Yeah.
Till, Jan, our friend Niner, like
Mhm.
at George's house. Like
was
that was
special.
another special moment. I'm
Yeah.
like, This is
and
just
got to sing Fighter, and people were so responsive in the crowd. I saw a couple people tearing up and crying.
yeah.
Yeah, I know it means that song means a lot. And that was so fun. It's just a fun,
Another moment.
such a fun,
Yeah.
like to bring people together in
Yeah.
sports and music. And
Yes.
George is he's such a ball of like joy and life and energy. And he's funny. And like, he's just such a charismatic
Yeah. I
person.
love him and Claire together. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I know.
couple goals,
Oh my God, seeing them
right?
before the game, they
So
kissed,
cute.
and then she pushes him onto the field. Like it's just adorable. They're an amazing couple. And what's great too is like they started out together before he was who he
Exactly.
is. Like
Exactly.
they built that together.
Yep.
And I'm a believer. It was like so sweet. I love the speech after the Dodgers won. Was it the main coach or the assistant coach? There was a soundbite that went viral, and he said, "I want to thank the wives. We
Mm.
must thank the wives
Yeah.
who've been there to support the players, who
Yeah.
travel, who sacrifice."
Mm.
People don't realize the sacrifice the
Right.
wives have to make, the
Yeah.
partners have to make. You have to give up everything
Yeah.
to go travel with them. You give up your career, you give up everything when you are with an athlete at that level.
And they're hurt and they help bring them back to
Yeah.
life for us, for the
Yep.
fans,
Yeah.
for
And they're the
themselves.
ones
Yeah.
lifting them up.
Yeah.
Like I'm a firm believer,
And
and I
Claire,
see it like with my parents. Behind every great man that you see out there,
yep.
there's a woman
Yep.
that's usually behind them, lifting them up or
100%.
pushing them.
And Claire was an athlete herself. And I had her on the
Totally.
podcast last year. And she
Cool.
talked about how she knows what it takes
Yeah.
because she was an athlete as well. She's like, we're going to do this, we're going to do that.
Yep.
And to get them, back to being,
Yeah.
ready
And
for.
she understands the game, and she
Yeah.
understands what it means,
Yeah.
the dedication
I always
to
tell
be an
Shelly,
athlete.
Shelly, you got to be a broadcaster again because
Yeah. I
she's
know.
she knows her stuff. Like,
Oh,
let me tell you, that's
yeah.
Anyway,
Yep. She
but
does.
well, I love everything that we're talking about, but that you have other stuff to do today, so I can't keep you here much longer.
Yeah.
I know, but I do want to ask you,
Yes.
what we do a segment here
Of
called
course.
Flex or Next, and Brock
Flex.
Purdy,
Oh my gosh.
I call him my
Our
dance partner.
boy.
I call him my dance partner,
He's back.
but he's
He's
really
back.
your dance partner. Hit the Dougie.
I know.
Is that a flex or a next?
Well, that's a flex. And you know what's great is I feel like he started having fun. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
think the injury, it's hard to come back from an
Yeah.
injury always. There's a little bit of an adjustment. But it felt like the game that we were at, like I could just see the weight on him. And it was like this next game,
Yeah.
he just started having fun again. And look at
Mhm.
what happened. I think like you can't underestimate the power of having fun because when you're having fun, you will be more successful. You will.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. And I'm glad you said that because
Mhm.
you can see sometimes when
Yeah.
you're like, this is you can almost see it from the stands sometimes that they're just like you said, they're not in their confident self.
Yeah.
But when they just let it fly, like Mac Jones,
Yep.
sometimes when he came in for Brock, he was just having a good time. He's like, I
Yeah.
don't know when I'm going to play again,
Right,
so I'm
right.
going to have fun
I'm
doing
gonna
it.
have fun doing it and just go for it. Yeah.
So
But I feel like Brock started just to have fun and like let loose a little bit
Yeah.
again. And
yeah,
I think it was so unexpected because this guy is so sweet and he's a very strong Christian and he's humble and he's like not Mr. Dance touchdown guy. So
Yeah.
to see him do that, like
yeah,
I was shocked.
yeah. And you guys got to check out the video with Brock and
Yeah.
Annie. Honky Tonk Heartbeat. Well, I'm sure we'll play it at some point
The
on the
lineman
podcast.
dance.
It was so much
Oh,
fun.
he was awesome. Yeah,
you
he
guys
killed
look
it.
great. It was such a fun time. Thank
Yeah.
you again for having me.
Of course.
But
I couldn't have written it without you.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Yeah, that song was meant for you. It was
Oh.
meant. I mean, you were in Nashville for a reason that day,
Oh
that
my-
week.
that
It
was crazy.
Meant to be.
Yeah.
And then we went to Kittle Fest 2 days later, 3 days later,
I
right?
know, it was like living my best month.
I can't. Yeah, believe that
I'm
all
like-
happened in that week. I was like, wow. Okay, this is meant to be. I mean, that's when yeah, I'm just a believer. Like it's when you're in the flow,
Yeah.
when you're where God wants you, it's
Yeah.
things fall into place. And then when you fight that and you're like, no, but I'm going to do this. It's like
Yeah.
things don't happen. And then when you just are in the flow and like you're going where he wants you,
Mm.
it's just, yeah, the good stuff happens.
So being where you're at now, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll wrap up, knowing everything that you know now in this
Yeah.
moment,
Yes.
what would you say your definition of success is?
Oh gosh. I will never feel successful enough, I don't think. Just because it's like you climb one mountain and there's another one right behind it. And so I don't think I'll never make as much money as I want to make, right? It's like I want to be playing sold out arenas, like that's success, right? So, and I'm not there. I still want that, and I'm still gonna like pray and work for that to happen. But I think where I'm at right now, success is knowing every day I am the best version of myself, knowing I'm better than who I was yesterday, and being in competition with myself and no one else.
Yeah.
And being like, hey, only you and God know what you're really capable of. No one else. No one else knows, right?
Yeah.
No one.
100%.
And so it's really up to you guys and like you. And you were given these gifts, and you got to see how far you can push them. And every day, am I pushing myself enough? Am I doing everything possible to like exercise the gifts that I've been given?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can get down with that.
Yeah.
Lastly, we tag guests.
Yeah.
So, who got next? Who do you think should be in this chair talking to me a little bit about life and football? Who would you like to tag in your world that you think we could maybe possibly get on?
Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll.
Pete, my fellow Croatian. I just think he's a master. Well, I mean, look at what he's done at his age. He's one of the oldest coaches ever.
And he's still so cute, by the way.
To coach a pro team. He's like running sprints on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Like players will say he's literally running sprints.
Yeah. He
on the
was
sidelines before a game.
wrestling with them like a couple weeks ago. So funny.
Yeah, he's a super freak.
By the way, for some of you that don't know, Pete Carroll is the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yes. Prior to that, the Seahawks. Prior to that, Patriots? Or no? No, he wasn't Patriots.
Seahawks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think I have so much respect for him as a person, as a family man, as a coach, as an athlete himself. And I saw what he single-handedly did with my brother and my brother's team,
Mm-hmm.
and the lasting, like the imprint he put on their lives. Like any player that's played for him will say like he changed my life. And I think all of us know what that means. You know, I had a teacher that changed my life and like instilled the belief in me I could write.
Yeah.
We're still close to this day. And like she pushed me and challenged me and still checks in on me. And man, like where would we be without those people?
Right.
You know what I mean? That believed in us when we didn't even believe in ourselves.
Right.
And pushed us to go that extra level. And I don't think anyone does it like he does. It's unbelievable. He can like totally transform organizations and teams.
Okay, Pete Carroll. Let's come on the Football Sexy podcast.
Woo!
You've been tagged. And let's thank all the people that have helped you get here.
Yeah, Pete's still
Shout
sexy at like 75 years old or
Yes.
however old he is.
Yes. And I am so excited.
Tom Brady, we want you on here too.
Tom Brady.
TB.
I like it. Let's
TB.
go. We'll keep it in the Raider family.
Also, you should have my nephew, Joey Boskovich, on here.
Okay.
Because he's going to be a pro. He's
big
going to go pro. I'm telling you, this kid went to his game. All I'm saying is he threw like 4 40-yard touchdown passes.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
I'm like, oh my God. And he's obsessed. He trains every day.
I'm here for it.
He's determined to
for
go
it.
pro.
Well, I'm excited for the future.
Same.
I know you're working with Heather now.
Yeah.
Shout out to Randy, who has been
Yeah, the
doing some
best.
awesome things for you as well. You are just starting. Even
you.
though I know you've had a long journey, you are literally just starting. Like I know that, I see that, I feel it in my heart. I think this next album, the songs that are in you, I can't wait for them.
Woo! Let's write a few.
Maybe we should.
We
Hello.
should.
All right. I'm going to write with Annie. And for now, always keep it
sexy.
Football
Let's
go.
Sexy. Woo!
Football sexy, I'ma say it with my chest. Football sexy, I'ma rep.